All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Back 22! Back 22!
From the gun, here's Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent. Return of 10 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Richmond.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
Black 22. Black 22.
Here's Watson now on second down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Watson dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Down. Green 39. Green 39.
Watson on third down. And he's got it. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Black 22. Black 22.
Now Watson. And it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. ground. This is Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Williams. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Williams. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come back, come back. Two jet.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Richmond.
Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Riddick, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Richmond.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ingram. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Williams. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun. Watson underneath for Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's complete to Graham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this Texans defense stands tall. Now a first down throw. Watson flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. The completion to Riddick. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down. Here's Watson to throw on second down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hogan. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Watson on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. The intended receiver was David Johnson. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Black 22! Black 22! Tiger, tiger, tiger! Two jet! Two jet!
On 1st down, Watson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Black 99 Philly!
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Black 99 Philly, here we go! Watching that, Barney!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Derrick Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On the ground, this is Williams. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Detroit!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10. They'll set up a throw. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Now it's Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the cap.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Watson throwing on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson throwing again. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Black 99 Philly. Set. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
22.
And the blitz does come. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Texans are in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game. The way they've been...
Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And an alley to run. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat.
Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On first down, it's Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the handoff, this is Howard. Trucks through him.
Oh, man.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll look to throw here. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now out comes Houston. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Check 15, check 15. 36, 30.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of...
And got his man, complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Reset.
To throw on second is Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He dumps it off for Henry. Bowls him over, and now running right through it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Gun!
He's going to get it running right. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Derrick Henry in the final minute. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Touchdown.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Now a toss coming right side. That's Curry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Butker now to kick this one away. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Richmond. Two jet. Tiger. Richmond. Tiger. Come back.
He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Cleveland, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, They suffer just